Bitcoin bears, they were wrong back here in the 2015 bear market low. They were wrong back here in 2018 bear market low. My prediction is they're going to be so wrong here in the 2022 bear market bottoming out range. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why that is. It's based off of two things. Number one, data. Number two, experience. And I just want to show you from a very simple perspective why I think this. And then ADA on the charts, we get it down 92%. But if you're an ADA holder, maybe more specifically, if you're on the sidelines with ADA, time really is running out. Time is running out in terms of Cardano and these charts that we're looking at. So I want to break that down as well. But let's start here. In terms of the bears being wrong once again, this is my opinion. I could be wrong, but this is my opinion based off of experience and data. And I just want to break it down for you. I want to start here, not showing a clip, but this is a video I did in 2018. December 11th, 2018, Bitcoin was $3,450. Bitcoin bottom forming. I am not showing you this to pat myself on the back and say, hey, I called the last bear market. But what I really want to note is the fact that when I did that video, all the clues were there. It was just data. It's nothing special that I did. When I did the video back here, Bitcoin bottom forming, December 11th, you can see days later, Bitcoin bottom was in. The same exact thing is happening right now. I'm doing these videos talking about we're in this bottom formation. We're in this bottom range. And it's a big bottom range going down here to $11,000 to $12,000, but we're in the range. The bottom could already have been in. And it's the same thing. It's data that plays into this chart. And I want to be realistic. When I did the video, you can actually see on this chart, it took months, 112 days since I did the video before Bitcoin actually exited this 786 line. That's that macro Fibonacci pullback. This is the area where we see Bitcoin bottoming out below. And you can see right now, we've most recently fallen below it. So I want to be realistic in stating that, yeah, we could be in a similar thing where whether the bottom is in or not, we could be sideways and volatile. And there's going to be a lot of bears in the comments and bearish headlines and fear and unknown as we wait for the bottom truly to be put in and as Bitcoin escapes this bear market. But putting that aside for a second, we have this. This is Bitcoin having 489 days in this countdown. Doesn't matter if it's a bull market, a bear market, a macroeconomic recession with rising interest rates and rising inflation and just things are a mess. This clock has kept ticking and it still ticks. 489 days. This plays into the scarcity of Bitcoin. This plays into this macro view of the growth of the crypto space. This is truly a roadmap. Doesn't matter if you hold Bitcoin or not. This is a roadmap for the cryptocurrency space, the growth of the space. It's a picture of overbought, oversold, overvalued, undervalued, and the growth of this space. And these halvings, these white lines, foundational to it all. And so that's happening right now. And this clock is not stopping because there's a recession. It's not. The other thing is this. If you go over here, Coin market cap, you can just see $793 billion market cap. $793 billion market cap. That is under $1 trillion as a whole. That's not Bitcoin. Crypto as a whole under $1 trillion, sitting at 793. You go over here, Apple, 2 trillion. Microsoft, 1.7 trillion. There is in play tens of trillions of dollars that is just ready to pour into the cryptocurrency space. What do you think happens to prices? What do you think happens to this Bitcoin chart when something like that is getting ready to happen? There's no exact time frame on it, but this is such an early stage. I know it feels like we've been here a while. This is still such a brand new space, such a new asset class. Tens of trillions of dollars pouring into the space. And I'm talking about this data and this possibility in an environment where crypto is now oversold historically. It's undervalued. And we've been here time and time again. And the prospects of what is potentially in store for crypto, once again, just keeps getting better every cycle. And we see that. We see the adoption of Bitcoin and crypto across the world. And so what happens when we're in these oversold environments and the bears are just there screaming in the headlines, screaming in the comments? I'll tell you what happens. This is my opinion. They're going to be wrong. So those are my thoughts on Bitcoin and why the bears are going to be wrong. And it really applies to all of crypto. And here's ADA on the charts. I want to say this. even just in regards to Bitcoin and crypto in general, I realize I'm bullish. I think I get a lot of my bullishness from data, from what I've been tracking for 5 years on this YouTube channel. I get kind of confidence from that. I also think I get confidence and bullishness from the fact that I'm not like overextended here. I'm not spending more than I can afford to lose. And I get a comfort from that as I sit here through this bear market, knowing we could go lower. I have this general macro-minded bullishness. That doesn't make me a permabull. We've been tracking these cycles, bull market, bear market, very realistically. This entire bear market, we've known there's continued downside. We keep tracking targets. We're very realistic. The reason I'm bringing that up is because I got this comment, and this was on YouTube. Just someone said, stop permabulling on ADA and be realistic. And then he talks about more price downside. And, you know, he's shaking his head on my videos and all that good stuff. But I really thought it was important just to make a note. I'm not a permabull. And I actually try to say very often that I'm not please don't be mistaken for my positivity and optimism for just being a permabull or something like that. But we just evaluated why the bears are going to be wrong, probably, in my opinion. And the same thing applies here with ADA, maybe even more strongly, because everything ADA has going for itself right now is so strong. And I'm going to lay out the bullet points for you. And I keep reminding myself and just seeing when I zoom out on the chart, this stuff that we're about to look at, it wasn't here last time in the last bear market when it was down 98%. Now we're down 92%, and everything you're about to see is here. And check this out. This is underlined with the most recent headline, Cardano #1 blockchain in 2022 by development activity. So we recently discussed this data point, but it's official for 2022. The most development activity, Cardano. That's huge. But here's this tweet from Darren over here on Twitter. Cardano has the largest DAO. Cardano has the best proof of stake, has the largest community, has working DEXs, has NFTs, has digital identity, has project catalyst, has smart contracts. Cardano going for #1. And then there was a comment that added even more. The most GitHub commits, the least smart contract exploits with 0, the most intimate crypto brand, the most decentralized blockchain, the biggest self-governed treasury, the least downtime, 0% downtime. And that last one kind of taking a little bit of a shot at Solana. But do you see all of these things? And pretty much all of them, they're really not opinion based. It's just data. It's just it is what it is. Cardano really does have like the best staking mechanism in crypto, and it really is in its roadmap hitting and just all these check boxes, just marking them off one by one. And most recently, we've seen how scalability has come into play. Now we're going into governance, and all of these things coming together as Cardano ADA price is down. We just evaluated why, in general, for Bitcoin and crypto, the bears are going to be wrong. And I think maybe more powerfully, it applies to ADA on these charts, because all of these things that we just looked at are foundational to what will prop up and really just drive the growth of Cardano ecosystem going into the next cycle. And on this ADA chart, and this is just how I see it, this ADA chart is going to absolutely explode. If we see all of this capital pouring into crypto, I think Cardano, as a blue chip crypto, it's a top 10 crypto, is positioned so incredibly well to just capture so much market share. And that makes me really bullish. But the thing is, whether you look at the ADA chart, you go over here and you look at the Bitcoin chart, I really think the time is running out for people that are kind of on the sidelines. Time is running out for people that are just bearish nonstop. And I don't mean to be overly bullish, but this is the time to be bullish, is when things are down and things are oversold and undervalued, because this is really where risk is less. There's way less risk buying here than buying the tops of bull markets and overvalued ranges, right? So now is the time to kind of have a positive, optimistic mentality in these markets. And that's kind of what I'm doing. And ADA, I'm just telling you, you look at these bullet points, it's just a reminder of what's going on in this ecosystem and just the community that backs it. Absolutely explosive. And it's really exciting to see this happen in the middle of this bear market. So those are my thoughts on Cardano ADA. And everybody, in this entire video, it really is just my opinion. I could be wrong about everything I'm saying. I could be wrong. It's speculation. And this is just how I see the charts. It's how I see the cycles. It's how I see Bitcoin and Cardano. And only time will tell, how this video ages. But I just think we're really well positioned. And let me know your thoughts below. I appreciate each and every one of you, everybody. Have an awesome day or night, wherever you are. Hit the subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.